I want to welcome you to my kitchen. I have it's not really a recipe. It's a side dish. It's a vegetable side dish that I grew up eating and I really love, and I make it a lot at home. And if you're struggling for a vegetable that you want to do something a little different with, this could help. Now, it's cauliflower, and you may have seen this, other people do this, but when we were kids, my mother made this all the time, and we loved it. And we ate it in pita bread just by itself. We didn't with anything else. We not even as a side dish, as like a lunch, and we really loved it. Now I make it a little bit different than her, in just how I cook it. She would broil it, and but we did have a gas stove, so I think that's why probably was better broiled when she made it. I bake it. I bake it at 400, and and it comes out almost exactly the same. So what I did, this is 2 heads of cauliflower. My husband and I could eat a whole pan myself. I have to stop myself for various reasons. But it's 2 heads. They're not really big heads. I just broke them up into pieces. You can break them up any size. I don't want to make them too big. This is even kind of a little bit, they just cook faster because there's a lot of water in this, and it takes a while for it to cook. So the smaller that you make it, a shorter time it will be to cook. So I broke it all up, put it in a colander, washed it out, cleaned it up. And then I put it on these cookie sheets with some paper towels. And I'll let this sit here for a while until they're pretty dry. I won't need to cook them till later on today. So they'll be nice and dry. They won't have any extra water on them when I go to cook them. So this is the first step. Get your heads of cauliflower. And if you don't like cauliflower, I challenge you to try this because it takes on a whole different flavor when you roast it or bake it. So you get your cauliflower, you cut it up, put it in a colander, wash it, put it on the pan, and I will be back when I start to add my ingredients to it. Okay, so I am ready to get my cauliflower cooking. So I'm going to take it off the paper that I was drying the cauliflower with. And so now it is nice and dry now. So what I just do, I put it in a pile here. Put some more on this side so they're even. And all you need is 2 ingredients. That's it, 2. You can either use avocado oil or olive oil and salt. Not too hard. This is the easiest recipe you'll ever do. And I just pour some olive oil on the cauliflower. Just get it all coated. So with your hands, just move it around and get it coated and spread it out so they're not overlapping each other, because we need them to get crisp and get the heat directly on them. So do that on both sides. And if you need to add more oil, you can. But I'm going to say it's probably like 3 tablespoons each. And then I'm just going to take the salt. I like to salt it before, and if you need more after, because I think it also helps draw the water out. My mother did not. She salted it after, but I kind of do both. So we're going to put these in. I set the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to put them in. Now there's no, I'll get back to you and tell you the time after they're done, but it depends. I can't say it takes half hour, it takes 10 minutes, because everybody's oven is a little different. And it usually takes, I'm going to say, about 40 minutes. So it's not a quick process. And I usually go in there a couple of times and just move around, either shake the pan or I take a spatula and I just move them around so they get crisp on the other side as well. So I'm going to put them in right now. And I will be back to you and I'll tell you how long they took and show you what they look like. Okay, so the cauliflower is in the oven. And just a warning, when you open up the oven, when you open up the oven to check it and to flip it around, be careful because it does create a lot of steam because the cauliflower has a lot of water in it, and also because the salt is on it, it's letting out the steam. Be careful to move away when you open it up because it will burn. I don't want you to get burned. So just a warning about that. Okay. So this is what it's currently looking like. So you can see it's starting to get brown. And so what I like to do is just toss it around a little bit. And just so all sides can get, you can see on the bottom, it gets a little crispier than the top. So we like to move them around. And then we put them back in the oven. Okay, so I'm stepping back when I open in case there's any. All right, looking good. I think they're ready. If you like them a little darker, you can keep them in there longer. If you like them not so cooked, you can take them out sooner. The bottom one, I am going to move to the top for a little bit because I think it needs a few more minutes on some of them. So we'll leave those in for. So the top one I put in at 407 and it's 442. No, 445. I go by this clock on the oven. 445. So that's 39 minutes. That one of them, the top one was in there. So yeah, it takes about 40 minutes. And we're gonna keep the other one in for a couple minutes, and then we'll take them out and look at them. So I think these are done. Okay, you can see the steam coming out a little bit on the camera lens. All right, let's take them out, and this is what they look like. Now, what I'll do is I will put these in my air fryer just before I eat them, just to warm them up and crisp them up a little bit more. But this is basically what they look like. And if you want, you can add more salt on them. But this, it doesn't look like much. But the taste, a little char on it, gives it such a good flavor. And this is just one of my favorite ways to eat cauliflower. So enjoy. Hope you try it.